This evening, I'm in Chivuli, Mutajas, that's Kalinat zone, and I'm here to have an honest conversation with an amazing woman who is doing an amazing job, which is supposed to be done by an entire country or an entire organization, an entire humanitarian organization. Now, I came to learn about this woman through a friend, and I was so touched, and I thought you and I should know about this story. Now, this woman is taking care of an autistic child. Now, those of you who do not know about autism, I featured a special video about autism in Somalia, and Shadia told us her story with the autistic children. Now, the woman I'm going to bring to you today, she doesn't even know that the child she's having is having autism, and maybe she can reach also another form of potential. She doesn't know about the illness. All she knows is that she has a lame child, a child who can't walk, a child who can't speak, a child who cannot do anything, a child who cannot help themselves. Mark you, this child has grown into a teenager because she has reached her puberty level, but still she can't help herself with anything. She can't speak. However, she has told us that this child can understand. When you talk to her, she can understand. Actually, she can even smile. She knows, she can even watch TV, she understands. She has told us that her favorite program or her favorite show is about people with disabilities. So I don't want to exhaust each and everything. So I want us to hear her side of the story. How did she come to get involved with this child? What milestones have they hit with this child? And what challenges are they facing? Or what is she facing as someone who is taking care of an autistic child? Bakuyitani. Ate omwana gw'olabirira bamuyitani?
Yenna nsamba mu maaso.
Yegwe maama w'omwana ono?
Nedda. Yegwe maama we.
Kati
Kati omwana ono waliwo maama we omuto.
I am not the mother of this child. I once had a neighbor who told me that she had a niece who was disabled. The child's parents passed away, and there is no one to care for her. So because I needed money, I agreed to take care of her as long as they paid me. I gave her my contact information, and she informed her siblings, both those in the village and those in Kampala. They all agreed, and they wanted me to first see the condition of the child. However, since I am busy here and there, I told them to just bring the child to me. So they brought her to me. When I saw the child, I was a bit startled. Initially, I thought maybe the child was just malnourished and needed better feeding. But then they explained that this was the child's condition. She can't speak, walk, or help herself in any way. Those who were around me told me that no matter how much I needed the money, the child couldn't be properly cared for. I couldn't bring myself to tell them to take the child back, so I chose to stay with her. After the people responsible stopped paying me, I had to find means of supporting her. This child now sees me as her mother. Previously, she would poop on herself, pee on herself, but now she can use the pot well, and she has even regained her memories. However, her family doesn't show any care for her.
That is what's happening here is the lady you're seeing here, she was asked to take care of this child so that she can be paid. Since she's not working, she accepted to have this child. So what happened is that the owners of the child, this child is an orphan. The mother died, the father died. So she was staying with the relatives before she was brought here. After they had brought this child here, they actually abandoned her. Bakusasulako sente.
Kati bwe basasulanga nga baweereza
they would only pay me 20,000 or 30,000 instead of the agreed amount of 150,000 Ugandan shillings. Even when I suggested to provide essential items instead of money, they still fail to meet their obligations. Now, they owe me a full year's worth of payment. Most of them have even blacklisted me. When I proposed at least they give 20,000 per week, they ignored me. Then when 2 weeks passed without any help, the girl got her period and still there was no assistance. They all keep avoiding me. However, there is this man named Jimmy who is her uncle and he has been willing to help. Even the auntie who initially arranged for me to care for the child has relocated from our neighborhood.
It's very sad. So guys, when they brought this child, they had an agreement that they had to pay her 50,000 Ugandan shillings, but they broke that agreement in the first month. So this lady here is now demanding them the amount of the full year. I mean, when they failed to pay that money, she asked them to at least contribute the essentials, but they still couldn't manage that. And the woman, the mother, the aunt to this child here, to Mercy, by the way, this is Mercy. The mother to Mercy also relocated to another place, and literally they're in touch, but her aunt doesn't have money. The uncles who have money, they blocked her. They are no longer in touch. The one who is available, maybe in a week or in a month, they only give her like 10,000, 20,000 to take care of an autistic child. Guys, an autistic child has a lot of responsibilities and they need individualized care. So we are calling Jimmy, but he's not picking. He's not picking, guys. And let's continue to hear her side of the story. Kakati ng'omaze otegeera nti tebakyamuliko omwana. Kakati omusupporting otya omwana ono?
Kale mbeerawo kati era nabagamba Jimmy eddala kati bwefunayo obuyambi oba omwana.
So one day I asked Jimmy what I should do if I can get some kind of help or if I can find an organization willing to take in this child. He bluntly told me that the child is no longer their responsibility and I can do whatever I want with her. Everyone is amazed at how I'm able to care for this child despite the challenges. I don't have a job. Previously, I used to earn money by doing odd jobs in the yard, but these days I roast groundnuts and babysit a child for whom the mother pays me monthly. That's how I'm able to sustain us. We only have 1 meal a day, and even Mercy is used to that.
The lady who is taking care of Mercy, she doesn't work. Of course, when you have an autistic child, you forget about working because they demand a lot of attention. As you can see her, she does not move, she can't walk, she can't do anything. 24/7 she needs help. So she's telling me that how she takes care of this child is through she roasts some peanuts and then takes them to the yard around Centenary Park and then she sells to people. From that amount, that's how she's able to get some little amount to take care of themselves, and they only have 1 meal a day. A single meal a day is not enough for this child. They require a lot. Their nutrition is supposed to be individualized.
As for the disease that caused her condition, I have no idea because she was dumped on me like this. Honestly, I don't know which hospital to take her to. If her family couldn't afford it, how would I manage with no money? However, I took her somewhere where they tried to treat limb issues, but they told me it's too late for her because her joints have hardened.
Just like I mentioned, Madam Cross doesn't know that the child she's having is autistic. And actually, had they diagnosed her at the age of 8 months, maybe she wouldn't be like this. And wava kuchokwa ngusigaza omwana ono.
Engeri gyali talina nnyina, talina kitaawe. N'engeri gye baali bamuleetamu ng'olaba omwana tebamuwa kulya.
With no mother, no father, and the neglect she experienced when she was brought here, it's clear they used to neglect her. Compounded by my religious issues is why I still have this child here. I just focus on helping her. According to the Bible, these kinds of beings need help. If I were to give her back to her family, I fear they would mistreat her. She would regress. Her condition was worse before. She used to be so emaciated and barely ate. And now she's better. Now she requires a lot of attention, especially since she has started menstruating and has developed breasts. I'm a very prayerful and religious person. And that's why I choose to care for this child every day. I am a Catholic.
So I've asked you, Madam Prosy, why she accepted this child, despite the fact she doesn't have any health hassle, and it's so remarkable that the only reason she took in this child is because this child has no one to help her besides her. And being a religious woman, she's a Catholic, that's why she accepted taking. I mean, when you help someone, God will also help you in some way or the other. Maybe she's not getting the help right now, but she's contented that in the future or in the life after, she'll be rewarded for her generous work. Her kindness is something from heaven, I'm telling you. And I don't know, I'm not requesting you to help her, but I mean, you know what to do. If you are my viewer, you're there watching, listening to the story, you should be able to do something about the situation. Kakati, ogambye nti omwana ono embeera gye bamuleeteramu teyali nnungi.
Gye bamuleeteramu era teyali nnungi.
Kati ng'olabawo njawulo kyeriwo ku sayidi eri ennungi etali nnyo yannaku. Kati gwe kiki ekikusanyusa ky'olaba mu mwana?
Yanyulira ate ne afaana bulungi.
The girl has improved her looks. She looks amazing. Her memories are back. Me, I have only one child. She can sing and she enjoys watching TV. When she poops on herself, she apologizes. She can also pray before food. She reminds me to pray in case I forget before I eat. If I'm going out, she's the first to show where the padlock is. I usually lock her inside, just for safety reasons. She welcomes me back when I get home. The milestones we've hit together, I can't give away this child. I can't even sleep. I would be wondering if she has eaten or not. When she eats and she feels full, she tells me she's full. I'm very happy when she's happy. I don't have any future plans for her, but I want to announce her issue in the church, see if we can get an organization that can care for her, since I've also aged. She likes TV a lot. When I tune on a film show or a show on disability or wrestling, she enjoys it. She enjoys it a lot. When it comes to food, she dislikes eating cassava. When I'm so upset, she apologizes and she gives me a hug. She can also get angry like another human. She can also get overjoyed. She's at the extreme. She can dance. There is absolutely nothing she can manage. Maybe if she's taken care of, or maybe she's given some kind of therapy, she can try to handle solid things and foods.
nnyo ayimba aleka kuseka nawe yimba acha kwata kifaananyi yimba wanange munyiri